Looking dapper.
Or the center of the earth. I don't mind which.
Okay, so guys, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm making coarse leather strips by taking some coarse hides. I'm going to make them into coarse leather, along with some plant fiber, into coarse leather, and then that will make strips. So I can make my copper pickaxe.
I'm trying to dig down, but I've just got layers and layers and layers and layers of dirt.
Yeah, so you can find copper in dirt though.
Oh, can you? Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. You can find it anywhere, pretty much.
That's very, very good to know. Thank you very much.
I'm still actually punching trees right now. I could really do with actually making an axe, but...
Yeah, I made a full set of tools right from the beginning, just out of wood, and then I've slowly upgraded them.
I'm still punching the tree like a Rambo.
A Rambo? I'm fairly certain that John Rambo wasn't known for going around and punching trees. He might have been attaching traps to them, but punching them, no. That was very much a Chuck Norris thing.
Who punches trees? That's a Chuck Norris thing. Alright, so I'm just punching trees like a Chuck Norris. Okay. I can change who I'm like. That's fine.
As far as being like people goes, yeah, sure. Chuck Norris is a pretty good person to be like.
Yeah. Yeah, he's alright.
Thank you very much, Hamika.
Okay. Copper pickaxe incoming.
Then you just gotta find some iron.
Yep. And I can make the compass. I've already got the thing to make the compass. I can tell you that a compass is made out of... made on the forge. In fact, I can't tell you that because I don't have any wood. I think it's made out of wood, and that's the reason I could see the recipe. So I'm just going to get some wood, and then I'll be able to tell you the recipe.
Okay.
But of course, I have to bash with my bare hands.
You've got bare hands, my lord.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Are they angry bears?
I wish I had bare claws, because aren't they awesome donuts?
What?
You get in America.
Oh, like bear claws is a type of donut or something, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, Pam had them in Archer. They looked really good.
Okay. Pam is by far one of the best characters in Archer. Hands down.
It is. Atomic Blue Shell says, tea, also known as the leaf coffee, is a British bastardization of the true nectar of the gods known as coffee. Yeah, what?
Oh, Atomic Blue Shell.
Yeah, what?
You crazy fool. Crazy.
Crazy fool. Okay, let's see on the forge if I can now find the recipe for a compass. Here we are. Compass. You need 1 iron ingot and 2 oak wood. And that is it.
Wow.
It's really not very much once you find your iron. Unfortunately, the iron I found is now no longer obtainable. So I'm going to have to do lots and lots of mining to find some more. So I don't really want to use my lovely copper pickaxe to do that. So I'm going to have to try and make another stone one, I think.
Does it take an awful lot of copper to make the pickaxe then?
Where did you guys not just see me cut down a tree? And I didn't get any wood from that, apparently.
Look around. Sometimes the drops will drop through the ground.
Did I maybe not? I have had a bug before in mine though, where I was I'll try one more tree. I was chopping down trees, and I was picking up the wood, and the wood was not showing in my inventory. So I'm really hoping it's not this one.
Keep hearing squeaks, and I think they might be imps.
Possibly, yeah. Okay, so there is the wood on the floor. Here is my inventory. Has no wood in it. Collected 1, 3, 4. Collecting resin. Oh no, it's showing in my inventory. That's fine. Maybe I used it for something and didn't realise. No, that's fine. I'm collecting wood fine. No bug. We're good. Right. Time to make myself another stone pickaxe. If I have enough fibre and stuff for it.
I actually really like the aesthetic of the cardboard and the layers of cardboard.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my work in art when I was in school. Just working with corrugated card.
Reminds me of working in a supermarket, working with cardboard boxes.
Reminds us of very different things.
Yep.
I suspect that mine was the happier memory. There we go.
Probably.
Way out.
Working in the supermarket was pretty nice for me actually, though, because I was a teenager and all my friends worked there, so it was great. We were just like chilled out and had a laugh, and it was amazing. I don't think it would be quite so good nowadays.
Why not?
I don't know. Maybe it would be. Depends on who you're working with, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. The only times I've ever regretted leaving a job were when I was good friends with the people I work with.
Yeah.
Heyo, Drake the Knight. Alright, okay, so I've got a... I'm gathering stuff, but I'm not finding any copper. Are there any tips or tricks that I should be aware of, Sheila?
Just keep digging.
Fair enough. I'll just keep expanding out the area I'm digging. You said you can find copper in dirt, yeah?
Yeah, it's possible, yeah. Like, I've got copper in dirt right by me as well.
Well, I've just gone down into the ground and I'm just digging around randomly.
Yeah, if you can see any, like, little caves or anything around you, just check them, make sure that there's nothing in those.
What I want to do is find where those squeaks are coming from, because I imagine there's going to be some sort of cavern or something full of imps. That might have something in it. Is dirt useful for anything?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Oh, that's frustrating. I'm collecting so much of it. And you can't place it back down either, can you? You can't, like, fill in the ground or anything like that.
No, I don't think you can. Okay. I have found iron.
Ooh.
But I have also found a goblin and an imp right by it.
I'm sure you can take them, especially with all your soul power.
That's true. I do have much soul power. They are right next to each other though, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm killing the goblin. He doesn't seem to be fighting back, which is awesome. Seems to be slightly stuck in the ground.
Okay, I think I might actually just go out and look for caves instead.
Yeah, it's either you dig your own cave or you look for caves in the ground, and it's a bit of luck, really.
Yeah.
Sometimes you find it quicker one way, sometimes you find it quicker the other way. Okay, I need my copper axe now. And then I might be able to come and find you.
Hi, Blue Rose Undertaker.
Where is my copper pickaxe gone? Why are things disappearing out of my inventory? I swear they are. have all the stuff I need to make another one, but it's frustrating if things are just going missing.
Yeah.
Especially things that take a lot of time to make. The only thing is I might have left it like on the forge or something, so I'll just double check that.
Let's go and have a peek around. See if I can't find any caves out and about. Also, should probably gather some more berries while I'm out here. Whop.
Well, that is incredibly frustrating. I'm like, I found it! I'm ready to make that thing! Oh no, stuff's gone missing.
There we go.
My mantra is just keep digging, apparently. Keep digging! Just keep digging!
Well, it works. It does work. To be perfectly honest. By the way, guys, this is a question for those in chat, and especially for those who were following the Divinity Original Sin 2 playthrough. Sheila and I do find it quite hard to find time to sit down and actually record at the same time, just because of differing schedules. But sometimes we just manage to have time to stream. And we were wondering if what people would think of us switching that series over to being a stream series. Streams are, for reasons that I find it very difficult to describe, much easier than recorded series. But there is, you know, you do notice the difference in quality, or at least I do. I know that quite a lot of people have mentioned that there is a difference in quality. But I'm wondering if that would be true of a collab series as well. I don't know. So I would invite people's opinions on that one. Yeah, well, the idea would be that the VODs would exist. There wouldn't be a case of it just being streamed on Twitch and then just left there. I wish I understood by what eldritch magic streams were so much easier to produce than recorded Let's Play content. I honestly don't know. I wish I did. Then maybe I'd be able to use some of that stream magic on just recorded content, but they are very different beasts.
Yeah.
I think I've got enough. There. Hello, Paultoon.
I do have a theory on that.
Go ahead. Share with us your pearls of wisdom.
My theory on that is that with a recorded series, you're kind of expected to wait for the commenters to come in and comment and give you feedback and things like that before you really go in and record too much.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I used to, like, when I first started Let's Playing, I used to record massive batches because I was working. So I'd be able to record on a weekend and record a whole week's worth of stuff. And that would go up during the week. And, you know, it was kind of like a case of, well, I really don't have a choice. So, there's a reason why I have to do it like this. And people kind of understood that. But kind of now it's more expected that I'll do things in much smaller batches, and definitely you get a lot more done the longer you can go for.
Right, so
like
you think
recording little bits is really inefficient. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely that impotence there. I certainly know that I tend to shy away from really long batch recordings, especially because I then can't invite people to get named and stuff like that.
Yeah, all that sort of thing. It all just like means that you're going in smaller batches, and the smaller the batches are, the more difficult it is to schedule it in. Oh no, I fell through the floor again. Where am I? Oh, didn't put me too far away. That's good. Just getting some more copper together so I can make another copper pickaxe.
Yeah, Drac and Raoul, thank you very much for using your Twitch Prime subscription on me. For those of you who don't know, Twitch Prime is free. I think if you've got Amazon Prime, you've automatically got a Twitch Prime subscription if you link your accounts. And with Twitch Prime, you effectively have a free subscription to a channel. You can do it once a month. I don't believe it auto-renews, so you do have to be mindful of manually reusing it, whereas a regular subscription will automatically renew every... that's regular stuff. Will automatically renew every month. But yeah, you can use that Twitch Prime subscription to subscribe to a creator, and it's just part of the perks of having a Twitch Prime account or an Amazon Prime in many cases. And it's free from your end, but it actually counts as just a regular subscription for the creator, which means $2.99. So do remember you've got it. Also, there are certain games where you'll get, I believe there are certain perks and loot and stuff like that. And when you're watching the stream, you'll see a little icon up in the top right, and that's from Twitch. I've seen a couple of people saying, "Oh, I've got no apps or anything else on my browser. What's this that keeps popping up?" That's actually just Prime reminding you, well, you've got loot that you can collect. So it's always worth clicking on it because you might find it something cool. Go ahead, Sheila.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to relog, I think, because I just dug up a whole bunch of copper and none of that showed in my inventory either. There's like things disappearing left, right, and center, so I'm gonna give it a relog.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Just remember to blank out the screen as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is early access, so
early access.
These things will unfortunately happen, and happen a lot actually.
Okay, so should I exit? I think I'll exit the whole game and come all the way back in.
I am excited for Pillars of Eternity 2 coming out, but I'm not going to be playing it. And the only reason I'm not playing it is because I haven't completed Pillars of Eternity 1 yet, and I really want to. I'm hoping that will be the next Patron's Choice that gets voted in, because unfortunately, as with many role-playing games, it just didn't get the sort of views that were necessary to keep that slot going. But obviously with Patron, an imp, I might take on an imp. But with Patron, I can afford to have a very low-performing series because effectively it's being subsidized by my patrons. And right now it's Expedition Viking, and I'm actually really enjoying that as it happens. And after that, I'm hoping we'll be able to return to Path of Exile. Path of Exile? I keep saying Path of Exile. Pillars of Eternity. Damn it. Why must you both be Poe? Well, in fairness though, before Pillars of Eternity was around, or before I was aware of it at the very least, I'm not actually sure which one came out first, but when people would talk to me about Path of Exile, because I was a Puzzle Pirates player, I kept thinking, why do you keep talking about Pieces of 8? I don't... What? Have I played Pieces of 8? I have no idea. I've been looking for this bloody game. Path of Exile, you fool. Oh, well, sorry. I didn't know that the acronym had changed. I can't see any copper down here, but it's really, really hard to see because the sun keeps showing through the floor.
Oh, cool. When I relogged, it gave me back all the wood and pieces of copper ore that I'd been missing. Great.
Yeah, it's probably that it was in your inventory. It was buggy.
Yeah. However, it didn't give me back my copper pickaxe. I don't know what happened to that.
As a Magic the Gathering player, something else comes to mind when I hear Path of Exile. See, yeah, exactly. I'm sure it's the same for loads of other people. There's loads of things that you'll be more familiar with the acronym being used for that thing. Pillars of Exile. See, I really would love to do Pillars of Eternity. I won't though. I'm so tempted, but no. I've got an unfinished playthrough of the first game, and I was adoring that playthrough. See, that's always... Someone actually posted something on Twitter recently that I resonated so much with me. And you know that meme of the girl like looking at the guy like as he's turning around looking at some girl who just walked past. And then it was like, me, games that will grow my channel, and a dead game that I love. And I was like, yep, that is exactly it. That is 100% it. I fall in love with some games, but they're not popular. They're not driving the channel, and I have to make the decision. It's like, I love this job, and I hate it.
Put the switch screen back. It's the back now.
Oh, of course you love.
It's cool.
Sorry if I haven't
there
asked
now.
you to do that.
It's all alright. Okay. So I have 10 copper bars, 3 leather strips. Let's make another copper pickaxe. And with this pickaxe, we shall make steel.
Steel?
Or iron.
I mean, more or less. So it kind of one comes from the other. It's just, you know.
One's a lot stronger.
Yes. You generally don't mine one of them. Unless you're in RimWorld, in which case you are mining steel.
Yeah, it's like compacted steel. I'm kind of guessing that maybe things like fell to the surface and got compacted into the bedrock or something. I like to try and make a reason why that might happen.
Copper! Finally!
There you go. I
I've been
told
looking
you.
for you for so long.
Eventually.
Yeah, I like the idea of the compacted steel because to me it's kind of like Nausicaa Valley of the Wind sort of thing, where they mine for engines. You know, they don't make engines; that technology is long gone. But where the world was, you know, ended in 7 days of fire, all the ceramics and the plastics and all of the more advanced resources basically just got buried, and so they literally mine for this stuff now. And so I kind of like that, the way you can mine for components and mine for compacted steel. I mean, it makes sense when you think of it in that sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm mining the iron now. The compass should not be far off.
Right.
Just so much quicker than I found iron in my single player world, even with all the setbacks I've had. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're sorry about the technical difficulties of this. The single player game is not nearly as buggy as this. It's not without its bugs. But
no, you sometimes fall through the floor and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
but it's not nearly as buggy. But once we've gotten to iron, that's pretty much as far as the tech tree really goes, isn't it, Sheila?
I think so. I mean, it says in some of the loading screens that there's 11 types of ore, but some of the things I've been seeing on the forums, it's like, I'm pretty sure that the only ores that are in right now are iron and copper. Could be wrong, but...
Well, I mean, to be fair, one of the main splash screens shows people fighting on Dragonback and 2 people piloting a mech, and it's like, yeah, those aren't even in the game.
I think that they've made those splash screens with a view to the completed game, or a game that's a bit further on anyway.
Which is a bit of a dangerous thing to do, but they do make a point of putting a little disclaimer there saying, yeah, these aren't in the game yet. But
yeah.
It's a very catchy image. Just a little bit not quite there. There we go, got all of that. Right, how much copper did I end up from that?
I suppose they need things to make people excited about the game and stuff. So.
I only got 16 coppers.
Tell that hole.
Is that enough? For
16 copper ore, is it? You've got? 16 copper ore will get you about 8 copper bars, and I think you might need 10 for an axe.
Yeah. Okay. Come here, bear.
Fell down into the ground again.
Come on. There we go. Oh, it has got a lot of that.
Always look up, guys.
I am gonna wait.
Live again. Run.
There we go. I'm stuffed and cannot be found.
Why won't you die? Why won't you die? Sorry, just a second.
That's alright.
An imp is like chasing me and it just won't die. Oh no, there's a bear. Ah. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh dear.
Oh, that sucks. All of my iron's gone.
Well, you'll be able to find your corpse though, won't you? Because it shoots
floor.
off like a...
Well, I fell through the floor and it decided to put me in a random place again. And now my whole little area is full of raptors.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
How? How was my whole area full of raptors?
Well, while the She-Lab's away, the raptors will play. I can imagine the raptors saying... I need to mine over that.
Terrible luck now.
Hmm?
Terrible luck. I'm having terrible luck.
I'm sorry.
See my stuff.
You're still further ahead than me, though, so...
Well, not
take some
really now, because I've lost all my stuff again.
How far away... Do you remember where you were compared to where your home was?
Well, imagine that you fell through the floor, and it put you somewhere completely random.
Does it always put you just completely somewhere random, though?
It should be somewhere nearby.
Well,
right,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can feel a little bit overwhelming. Once you feel like, oh, man, things aren't being fair, it's very easy to think that everything is unfair, and there's no possible hope.
Yeah, kind of the problem I'm finding now with getting my stuff back is it's up a really steep hill. So I've got to kind of get
make
past
a wooden
all
pick
those walls and rocks.
or a shovel. Start digging your way.
No, I'm going to try and go round, but I've got to try and get past these wolves first. Might be able to take this from the other side of the mountain. Ah, wolves everywhere! No, get off me! Running away fast.
Scallywag. We're getting there, though. Slowly digging my way. Ah, no. There we go. Round. I'll get over to this cave. You have more problem with things that don't want to die?
Yeah, I think I've lost them.
Ish doesn't sound too reassuring when it comes to things that are trying to chase you down and kill you.
Yeah, I think I've kind of lost them. My health's going back up, that's good. They're kind of out of the way of my stuff, which is good. Okay, yeah, I think we're back now.
Hooray!
I just gotta be careful of this bear because I don't have any armor on right now.
You know what I should probably
do? The bear saw me!
Should probably make a couple of sets of tools and armor and just leave it in my house. Just for such occasions where suddenly I've got an issue like this. Something I tend to like to do in Terraria and games like that when I'm playing them.
Yeah.
Just have spare sets of gear. Not just hand-me-down gear, because it's easy enough that, you know, when I upgrade to my iron, I'll just, like, put all my copper in the chest, sort of thing. But actually make multiple sets of the highest tier stuff I can make. The amount of sets I'd make would depend on how difficult it is to come by the materials for that gear, but it's a good general practice to keep, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a very good practice. Right, put all my stuff back, so I'm going to run back to my cave really fast. And hope the raptors don't get me.
Best of luck, Sheila. Oh no, my pick! We were so close.
Back in my cave. Johnny Marr was saying that while I had the screen off, that he was imagining the adventure I was having while clicking. Right, so rearrange my entire inventory now.
Let's hope that this little cave over here was worth the time I spent digging to get to it.
Yeah, I've died about 4 times and Aavak hasn't died once. Or
but again, you've gotten significantly further ahead than me, so... You know, this is a nice little place. I think I'm going to make a home here.
Aww, I'm going to make a home.
I have found my cave abode.
When we find each other, we can make a nice, proper nice house.
Yeah, that'd actually be really cool.
Okay, so...
Oh. Oh, I can use compact stone as regular stone. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Trying to make coal or something, because it doesn't seem to be wanting to let me make my iron. Which is a bit disappointing.
Well, this cave really doesn't go anywhere, which is a crying shame, because it took me a long while to dig my way over to it through the side of a mountain, but let's see. Plenty of bears around. I could probably take one of them on. Let the world load in a little bit. Oh, no, there we are.
I think some of my disappearing stuff antics is to do with this forge, this furnace, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was putting wood in and out of the furnace and it seems like it's all disappeared again. Definitely some jankiness going on with that. I was trying to see if I could make, because you can make like charcoal, and I was trying to see if I needed that to make the iron.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm getting this unpacking terrain stuff pretty commonly.
Really, I haven't had that too much. I've had quite a bit of falling through the floor though, which has been quite frustrating.
Whereas I haven't had that too much, so that might be a side effect of it. The ferrets are doing well, thank you very much for asking, Ockham.
They're very hungry today.
Yeah. And Siri is being excessively groomy.
Yep.
Sheila was just having a good old chuckle earlier. She managed to drag Midna and Tally into this little nest because they've got lots of little places that are kind of nests for them. Other than their cage, one of them is a little cupboard in the kitchen in the island. And she was dragging Tally and Midna in there, and then she came out kind of furiously and full of energy. She was like, "What's wrong?" And she just was hovering around my feet. So I leant down to give her a stroke, and then she just latched onto my arm, just started furiously struggling to pull me back. But she was on laminated floor, so her little feet were just sliding everywhere. She was making no progress whatsoever. It was really
I thought you were gonna. I didn't think that was the story you were gonna tell. Earlier on, I was trying to. I was like giving the ferrets some food and stuff, and then I opened the cage door and I was stroking them and stuff, and Midna came out and she was like licking my elbow and everything like that and just being really cute. And then Siri came out and grabbed her by the bum and dragged her back in.
I tweeted about that one, yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? Poor little sister.
She was not best pleased. That's what Mike imagined. Come hither, bear.
Okay, there's some more wood now, so we're going to try again with this whole making charcoal thing. I think we might need charcoal to make the iron.
Got a couple of bear pelts now. I wish that sun effect could be toned down in some way, but there's no setting for it that I'm aware of. It's just really, really obnoxiously bright. Come on, let me up. Nope.
There we go.
Go the other way. Yeah, they all come from. They're from the same litter. They are literally sisters. I suspect that's part of the reason why so many people have a hard time telling Tally and Midna apart.
Okay. My furnace was being very, very janky then, but I finally managed to make it make some iron ingots for me.
That is a raptor.
Very janky. My whole place is surrounded by raptors. They've gone for a walk now, though.
Can I take a raptor on with stone?
If you are very, very lucky, but I would probably say wait for full copper.
Okay. Well, I take bears out easily enough, but yeah.
Raptors are harder than bears.
Oh yeah, I imagine they are.
I mean, the thing is, you are good at fighting and stuff, but I still think that they would probably get you before you could.
I don't think there is a good in fighting in this game. You just basically mash the buttons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just whack. You just whack them as much as you can. So, like, it's a case of your health versus their health.
Yeah. The bears already have quite a large health pool. So I can only imagine that raptors have a much larger one.
I now have a compass.
Yep.
So this means if I open the map, I should be able to tell where I am.
I mean, realistically, yes. A real bear would almost certainly be much more dangerous than a real raptor because from the best that we know of now, which is different from the best that we knew of, like, I don't know, when Jurassic Park was first filmed, for example. Raptors are actually much, much smaller than we thought. Ah!
Ah, right, so you equip it in one of your little tool slot things. Okay, cool. Got that. Right, map. I am exactly in the center of the map.
I wish I knew what that meant. But my map does not even tell me where I am. So until I've got a compass, there's no way of us
There's
meeting.
no way, yeah.
Therein lies the problem. Just gonna run between these and try to get to my house. Ah, no! Knew he was gonna try and unpack terrain while I was running. Charge! Try and avoid the imps. I need to give it a little bit of time to load up all the chunks around me, really, but... Alright, let me park myself in here. I mean, the only thing that I have to go off is that I'm next to a fairly large mountain area, but...
Yes, so am I, but it's like, is it the same mountains?
Yeah, exactly. Those. There we go. 3 coarse pelts. I now need a 4th. I'll pop that in there.
Yeah, I still don't really know what charcoal is for. I wondered if it was to make iron or something.
You
but...
can use it with resin to make adhesive, I think.
Ah, that might be the thing then.
I need a
I'm
bear.
gonna start making myself copper armor, I think, next. And while you're working on your compass.
I'm not working on a compass. I'm not going to be near a compass for a while. I haven't even seen any iron. And I've only gotten 16 bits of copper, which you've said isn't enough, so... I may be quite some time.
But that's eventually what you're working on, though.
Yeah.
Right, I now have an axe, so that's good.
I'll try and lure a goblin, and only one goblin out to me. Or an imp, maybe. If I could get just one imp. Come on, you. There we go. You see me? Yes, good. Come this way. That's right, away from your friends. Come on. There we go. These have 300 more health than I do. What did I get off you? Oh, just straight up coarse hide. And rancid meat.
Rancid meat.
Okay. Well, at least with the coarse hide, that's the last part that I need to be able to make my furnace. So now I can go down there and make that.
You're not too far behind.
Aavak, make a fire. Is there fire you can make in this? See that?
Maybe, actually.
I know there's a
Can't
torch
remember.
you can make, but...
I didn't think so.
You can make a torch. I've seen it in the crafting thing, but I don't know what
Oh yeah,
function
you
it
can
would
make a
serve.
torch, but I didn't think so about a fire.
Why should I... why do you want me to make a torch, Ockham? That janky bloody sun.
I know, it seems to be coming through the floor. I didn't do that on my single player playthrough either.
But make a fire to cook food. Ah, okay. A small litter. I imagine a small litter is just like towards the minimum of that a litter would be for that particular animal. But I'm at, if they're saying a small litter, there's probably more than one. So, right. a furnace. Smelt ores into ingots using wood fuel. I need stone. I've got more than enough of that. Now I just need plant fibers. Right, yo. Off I go.